Today we talked about talking with the Salaf and the companions of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said about the concept of Zuhd, or detaching yourself from worldly desires. And last time we also explained that Zuhd is not the nihilistic matter that people perceive it as. It's not about not eating for as long as you can, fasting without breaking your fast, or wearing the most dirty clothes you have, or not caring about the world in general. It's about owning whatever you have in this world, but your heart not connected to it. You only mention it on your tongue, but you don't really care whether you own it or not. And as much as Zuhd is not as the nihilistic perceivance that people see it as we explained last time, it's really about having short hope in what this world has to offer. Like you wake up today, you feel like today is a good day. I have a lot of wishes and a lot of goals to complete today. Your hope is to live that day and complete whatever wishes and goals you have for today. But you don't know if you're gonna die after an hour, or after a second, or even after a minute. It's having short hope in whatever this world has to offer, but waiting for what Allah has to give you for that in the hereafter. It's not about eating much or eating less, or not caring about the world, but not having hope in what it is going to be. And the idea that your heart is not supposed to be connected to what you own in this world, or desires that are mainly in this dunya, in this world. Your heart should be only connected to Allah and what He has to offer. Because, for example, if your heart is connected to your kids, maybe you care about them too much, maybe you will spoil them, and when they grow up, they will disobey you. Maybe you will love your wife so much and you also spoil her that then she cheats on you. It doesn't mean that this will happen with every kid you have or with every wife you have, but this is a possibility. So your heart shouldn't be connected to people or to material things. And as much as kids are important to take care of them, they cause cowardice in you. Like as an example, let's say the country you're in gets invaded, and now it is time to resist it, it's time to fight back. You will think in your mind, what if I die? I still have kids to take care of them. I still have wives to take care of them. If you go to donate to other Muslims who are in need, you might also think, but I need the money to actually take care of my wives and children. They cause cowardice in you, and they make you connected to this world even more. So as much as you're not supposed to be connected to material things, physical things in this world, you're also not supposed to be connected to people as a whole. That's what you just said. As people say, or as the saying goes, comparison is the thief of joy. Let's say, a short example, you're currently in like a really bad financial situation. You're just eating whatever you had, bread and cheese that you found in the fridge or whatever. If you compare what you're having to what other people have, you're going to have less hope in what Allah has offered to you, or what Allah has already given you in this world and not in the hereafter. Comparing yourself to what people have, or comparing your situation to others' situation, will make you feel like what you have is worse than anybody else has. You will not feel the blessings of Allah on you. And it is really bad to compare yourself to other people, because you will go, as the example that Allah mentioned in the Quran, you will only worship Allah depending on the blessing that He gave you. Like today, you have good money this month, your paycheck is good, you still have some money left over, but next month, when you are in debt and when you still have bills to pay, you will feel like Allah hasn't blessed you with anything. You feel like Allah hasn't gave you anything. So, as Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, you shouldn't be comparing your situation to the situation of those who have it better. Because maybe in some aspects they have it lower, or have it worse in some other aspects. Like maybe someone is rich, but he's lying in the hospital now, maybe because he has cancer or something. You should compare yourself to the situation of the worst, so you feel the blessings of Allah on you, but don't compare to whatever people have better than you, because they may have it worse. And as Imam Ahmad rahimahullah gave the example for it, the person who follows the concept of Zuhd doesn't really care whether his money increases or decreases. He really cares about what he owns, because it helps him survive in this world, but his heart is not connected to it, whether it goes down or goes up. As someone asked him, can someone follow the concept of Zuhd while having a lot of money, while having 1,000 dinars, while being a millionaire basically? He says, yeah, if he doesn't care when it increases and doesn't care when it decreases. Yeah, it helps him survive in this world, but his heart shouldn't be connected to it. And what the Salaf have to say about Zuhd It is being, one of the concepts of Zuhd is being stoic, accepting fate that Allah has already wrote to you, accepting what Allah has already wrote that will happen to you, whether if it's bad, whether if it's good, and feeling that every other person than you, your brothers in Islam, have better Zuhd than you. They're not connected to worldly desires as much as you, because as I said, if you compare yourself to other people, you may feel that your situation is worse, except if their situation is actually worse, and it makes you feel that your situation is way better, and the blessings that Allah has gave you are way better than what He has given to others. It is about being stoic, that accepting the faith that Allah has given to you, whether if it's bad or not. And as some of the concept of Zuhd, as some of the Salaf described it, is leaving some of the money that you already have, donating it, waiting for what Allah has to offer to you in the hereafter, or declining money that came from a haram source, like from interest or from selling something that is haram, forbidden. It is declining money that came from a haram source because you feel like because it would be a sin if you take it, and Allah would reward you for it in the hereafter. Declining haram money and giving from the money that you already have, waiting for what Allah has to give you in the hereafter. And Zuhd isn't about making what is halal in this world haram. We're talking about not connecting yourself to what you own in this world. So making stuff that are halal for you, some stuff that are allowed for you to do, forbidden in the sake of Zuhd, in the sake of not connected to this world, is haram. You shouldn't make something that Allah has made allowed for you, has made permissible for you, forbidden, because you say, I'm not connected to this world, I don't need any of this actually. One of the Sahaba came to Abu Hurairah, who's a companion for the Prophet ﷺ, and used to write down hadith. That's what his main job was. So he went to him and said, I want to be one of your friends. You are a really good person. You're one of the companions of the Prophet. I want to be a good friend of yours. So he told him, but I actually have a rule for this, and I don't think you're going to follow it anyways. He said what it is. And he told him that I would be closer to your pocket more than yourself. Basically, I would be closer to what you own more than yourself. And he said, no, I actually cannot do that. Owning what you have doesn't make it permanent. Owning an amount of money that you have currently in your pocket doesn't mean that it's permanent, because it could be taken from you for any other reason. It could be taken from you because you donated it. It could be taken from you because you have debt that you have to pay. So you're not sure about what you own because it's not permanent, but you are sure about what Allah has to give you because it is permanent and it will stay. So far as we explained in this book, Zuhd wa Raqa'iq al-Abdillah al-Mubarak, we've been only explaining like one word in the title, Zuhd. There are more stuff that we will be covering in this book, and to just cover what the concept and the definition of Zuhd is, and to like remove some wrong understandings about it, we may take until like 10 lessons or so. And Zuhd is a really important concept, as the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, you should be living in this world as if you are a stranger, as if you're just passing by. This is not your permanent stay. You will not be here forever. But where's your permanent stay? Your permanent stay is in the hereafter. Allah will make you know that your place in heaven or in paradise as if you've been living there for years, for decades even. You should be passing by in this world as if you own nothing. You shouldn't be connected to what you own or be connected to a desire in this world, because it is not permanent. What is permanent is what Allah will give you in the hereafter, inshallah.